here with Ruth, and Tia is back into the picture now. So we are going to keep it moving. We are in the insect room, so now we're gonna learn more about insects and things like that. So Ruth, can you kind of just give us like a little tour of the room, what people can expect when they come here? And I feel like eventually we'll be looking at some more insects outside of their little habitat.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is more of the hands-on area because we can't touch butterflies. So in here we have a wide variety of arachnids, different insects. We have millipedes, which are not insects, but they kind of fit into that arthropod area. And then various reptiles, amphibians, so a little bit of everything. And we actually have a stick insect out for you guys to meet today, too. Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I'm not really an insect person. Usually when I see insects in the house, it's over with for them. So I usually handle that. But in this instance, obviously we won't be doing that. But so when people go around into these different, habitats, what are we looking at? Who's Pam?
So Pam is our green tree frog. She's pretty amazing. She's up in that corner. We're still waiting for her plants to arrive. The cold weather has kind of delayed some of our shipments. But she's doing great. She's about 16 years old. And she's been with us for 14 of those years. And she just kind of cuddles up in the corner during the day. Yep. She's pretty amazing.
Sounds like me on like a rainy day or whatever. Yeah. Just trying to cuddle up and stuff. So as we move to the left a little bit, are these more? So who's Shorty?
Yeah, so Shorty, short for strawberry shortcake.
Okay.
Is our Pac-Man frog, who is pretty intense, to be honest. He's about the size of a hockey puck, and they're known as Pac-Man frogs because they will eat anything in front of their face.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
Yeah. And then down below we have Thomas, who is an African bullfrog, and he's about the size of a dinner plate. He's very impressive. He does like to dig, so he might be buried right now. Yeah, he's buried.
So where do you guys get these frogs and geckos from? And things?
Yes, so most of our non-insect items we'll buy from like reputable breeders like Josh's Frogs, which is based in Michigan. So they send us birth certificates and everything to like show that they're accredited. And then our insects, which are part of our permits from the USDA, we have very close relationships with other facilities. So we get them from educational facilities such as AZA zoos. We'll get them from colleges that have bug zoos that are run by the kids. And we'll also, at the end of the season, ship all of our permitted insects out to other facilities to help increase the genetic diversity of their colonies and to increase breeding population.
Okay, so you like rotate them out and...
Yeah, so we kind of all work together and we share.
Got you. Okay, cool. Nice. I want to see, do you guys have any like snakes in here or anything? Or is it just like cold-blooded and insects?
No snakes.
Okay.
That's kind of, there's an ick factor. So we get a lot of people that come in and they're like, are there snakes in here? And we're like, no, it's okay.
I like that. Well, I was just kind of curious because I would like to see a snake. I only see garden snakes and things like that, not like an actual like python or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys were that fancy or whatever. But we have Faith here with us, and she has a, what is it again?
A spiny leaf insect.
A spiny leaf insect. So what is a spiny leaf insect?
Okay, so it's a walking stick, and you can kind of tell the name based on what it looks like. See how the little legs look like leaves, and they got little spines in them, so it makes sense that it's a spiny leaf insect.
Interesting.
And then this one is a female. You can tell because it's got a bigger body shape to it. The males are skinny, really skinny, and have wings, so they can go and find females. And this is really cool. If you put your finger up here, they'll go and search. Yeah, see how it's searching? It sees your finger up there, and it'll try and reach for it. See how it's reaching? Yeah. So they can kind of search for the next branch, so they're kind of just
reaching out?
Reaching out, trying to figure out what's around them. So they'll just reach and search for the next highest thing.
So what is their diet looking like? Like do they only just eat like leaves and things like that? Like
Yep.
what does that look like?
Yeah, so most of it is like bramble and stuff like that. Sometimes we have ivy in this one right here, so they'll eat those sort of things. But yeah, it's mostly just leaves. So they'll hang out on the stick and just eat the leaves and then wait around.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Ruth-
they're trying to look like the stick. So that's pretty much their goal is to.
Oh, for camouflage.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, exactly.
okay.
Ruth,
Yep.
I'm curious what you hope kids and families take away from this experience when they come here to the butterfly house and to insect worlds.
Yes, so essentially we love to connect people with nature because we live in a very intense technological world. So one of my favorite things is just watching the phones go away and everybody's looking around and they're kind of feeling wonder for their natural world again. And it is a huge thing to kind of personify insects and take away that ick factor, and so you can get curious and excited about things,
Yeah.
and then you might notice new things in your backyard.
Yeah, and maybe grow a tolerance for some critters, creepy crawlers over there. I don't know, you saw me run out of the butterfly house. I've always had like a really big fear of butterflies, so even doing the slight walkthrough that I did, that was baby steps. And I can imagine there's probably other people in that boat too. Insects can be quite intimidating, and this seems like a way for people to access them in a friendly way.
Yes, 100%. And you know, the fluttering can be a lot for people, so if that happens, we have a little employee hallway, so we can shortcut people right to Insect World. So if the butterflies freak you out, we still got something for you.
It's tickling. I was trying to get him, and he was tickling my finger. So, but he's searching for me though. I feel the love. I appreciate it. Yeah. But okay, cool. Well, I appreciate you guys for giving us a little tour. Ruth
you
and
so
Faith
much.
for educating us and about butterflies and insects and things and cold-blooded creatures and stuff. So
Our pleasure. Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Thank you for having us. We'll see you back here in 3 minutes.